Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Amir, and today we are going to discuss the last method of our non-weak form, that is point collocation method. And this is a very simplest form of non-weak form method where you don't need any integral. You just assume two set points and we try to find value of r with respect to that set point. Okay, so just to start, we have started this video series with a problem. We found the boundary conditions, the approximate solution, then residue, and then weighted integral. And then we have solved Galerkin method, Petro-Galerkin method, subdomain, and the least square method. And now we are moving towards the last method, which is called point collocation method. I will be posting link at the top corner for all those videos and at the end of the video. So stay tuned, we will be starting with our point collocation method. Now the point collocation method, the first thing which we need to understand the points. Okay, now points will be either given or we need to assume. Okay, and how many number of points we will assume? The point sets we are assuming will be equal to the number of unknowns which you have in your system. So in this problem we are having uh, unknown to be 2, so we will be assuming 2 points. Now in assumption also we need to make sure your set is going from 0 to 1, so lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 1. So try to make sure that point distribution of those 2 points are in both zones. Okay, so if I am going for point 2, you can go for point 8, don't go for point 2 and point 4. Okay, for accuracy you can always shift between these zones. So if you are going for point 3, you will go for point 6 as a second point. Okay, so make sure you are collecting points in points which are apart from each other. Don't take very small and close points. You have a zone, try to distribute those points into that zone. So we are taking point 3 and point 6 as our collocation points, and we will be starting with our solution. So what we have to find is, we have to find the value of r at point 3 and equate it with 0. Okay, and what is r? R we have already found out, so you can just check. We have the equation of r, c2, c3 and other terms, so we will be equating it. So let us start. So you have c2 into 6x plus 2 plus c3 into 3x square plus 15x minus 0.3x minus 6 is equal to 0. And now we will be substituting x is equal to 0.3 here. So you will get, just change the color, final equation. If you simplify, you will get 3.8 c2 plus 4.581 c3 minus 6.09 is equal to 0. We will be labeling this as 1. Then we will be going for a second point, that is r 0.6 we have taken, equate it with 0. The r equation remains same, 6x plus 2 plus c3 3x square plus 15x plus minus 0.3x minus 6 is equal to 0, and we will be substituting x is equal to 0.6. After substituting x is equal to 0.6, you will be having again two unknowns, so you will get final value as 5.6 c2 plus 9.64 c3 is equal to minus 6.18 is equal to 0. You will be labeling this as 2. So again, like all the equations, you have two equations and two unknowns. All the methods, you have two equations and two unknowns. So we will be solving 1 and 2. You will get the values of C2 and C3. So C2 value you get by solving these two equations. you get C2 value to be 2.766 and C3 value will be minus 0.965 minus, okay, and then you try to substitute this into a y equation. We have already y equation 1 plus 0.1x plus 2.766 x square minus 2x minus 0.965 x cube minus 3x, and we will be substituting x is equal to 0.2 in this, and the final value of y which you get at 0.2 is equal to 0.5955. So this is how we solve a differential equation using point collocation method, and this is point collocation method. Okay, so point to remember here is we need to assume a number of points for r. We need to substitute those point value as x value into equation of r, and we need to find the two equations with two unknowns. Selection of point, please make sure you are selecting a point in a complete range. So don't select points in the starting, or don't select 2-3 points at the end. Try to spread those points throughout the range. So if it is between 0 to 1, if you are going for a first half, that is 0.25, you have to go for a second half, which is 0.75. Okay, so make sure you are doing that. So this is a procedure for point collocation method. If you like this content, do subscribe my channel, follow my channel, check the playlist of the whole content of this non-weak form, starting from the initial steps and each and every method, and share a word about this channel with your friends. Thank you for joining.